What if you've been taking the wrong omega-3 your whole life? Most fish oil labels list EPA and DHA together as if they're the same thing. They're not. One reduces inflammation and protects your heart, the other builds your brain. Taking the wrong one for your goal won't do what you think it will. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one your body actually needs. Omega-3 is one of the most purchased supplements in the world. Billions of capsules sold every year. But here's the problem. Most people look at the big number, 1,000 milligrams of fish oil, and assume that's what matters. They never look at what's inside that 1,000 milligrams. Inside every omega-3 supplement, there are two completely different fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Different structures, different functions, different targets inside your body. In simple terms, buying a general omega-3 without knowing which one you need is like buying a painkiller when what you actually need is an antibiotic. Same category, completely different mechanism. So let's break down exactly what each one does, starting with EPA. EPA stands for eicosapentaenoic acid. That's a mouthful, but the function is straightforward. EPA is your body's inflammation firefighter. Here's how it works. When your body detects damage or infection, it triggers inflammation as a defense response. That response is useful in the short term, but when it becomes chronic, when it never fully switches off, that's when problems start. EPA directly suppresses the production of inflammatory compounds called cytokines and eicosanoids. That means it reduces the biological signals telling your body to stay inflamed. Benefit number 1, heart health. EPA reduces triglyceride levels in the blood. Studies show reductions of up to 30% with consistent supplementation. That means fewer fatty deposits building up in your arteries over time. The Reduce It trial, one of the largest cardiovascular studies on omega-3, found that high-dose EPA supplementation reduced major cardiovascular events by 25%. Benefit number 2, mood and mental health. This one surprises most people. EPA has stronger clinical evidence for depression and anxiety than DHA does. Multiple placebo-controlled trials using EPA-dominant formulas show significant reductions in depressive symptoms. The mechanism is linked to EPA's anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation is now understood to be a contributing factor in depression. Benefit number 3, joint and muscle recovery. EPA reduces the inflammatory response in joint tissue. That means less morning stiffness, faster recovery after exercise, and lower chronic pain scores in people with inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. Best sources of EPA: fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Most standard fish oil supplements are also EPA dominant. Krill oil is another strong option, with EPA in a form your body absorbs slightly more efficiently. Now, DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. And this one works completely differently from EPA. DHA is not primarily a signaling molecule, it's a structural fat. That means your body uses DHA as a physical building block, not just as a chemical messenger. 40% of the polyunsaturated fats in your brain are DHA. 60% of the polyunsaturated fats in your retinas are DHA. In simple terms, your brain and your eyes are literally built from this molecule. You cannot substitute it with anything else. Benefit number 1, brain development. DHA is critical during pregnancy and the first 2 years of life. During the 3rd trimester, the developing brain absorbs large amounts of DHA to form neuron membranes. Studies consistently link low DHA levels in pregnant women to lower cognitive scores in their children. That means DHA isn't just important, it's foundational. Benefit number 2, memory and cognitive performance in adults. DHA affects the fluidity of brain cell membranes. Think of it this way. A more fluid membrane allows electrical signals to travel between neurons faster and more accurately. That means better processing speed, stronger working memory, and sharper focus. Benefit number 3, eye health. DHA is the dominant fat in your photoreceptors, the cells responsible for converting light into the signals your brain reads as vision. Research shows that DHA deficiency accelerates age-related decline in night vision and visual clarity. Benefit number 4, infant brain formation. For this reason, DHA is now added to most infant formula. It's that well established in the research. Best sources of DHA. Fatty fish again, but also egg yolk, and critically, algae oil. Algae oil is the only direct plant-based source of DHA. This matters because fish don't produce DHA themselves. They accumulate it by eating algae. That means algae oil goes straight to the source. So, now that you understand what each one does, let's put them head to head, because this is where it gets specific. Reducing chronic inflammation. EPA wins. EPA directly suppresses the inflammatory compounds. DHA has some anti-inflammatory effect, but it's secondary. Heart health and triglycerides. EPA wins again. The cardiovascular research is overwhelmingly built on EPA. The red ESIT data used high-dose EPA alone, not a combination formula. Brain health and memory. DHA wins. It's not close. DHA is a structural component of neurons. EPA plays a supporting role, but DHA is what your brain is made of. Depression and anxiety. EPA wins. Despite DHA's role in brain structure, EPA has the stronger clinical evidence for mood disorders. Most researchers believe this is because depression has an inflammatory component, which EPA addresses directly. Eye health. DHA wins. Retinal tissue is dominated by DHA. There is no substitute for it in ocular health. Pregnancy and infant development. DHA wins. Non-negotiable for fetal brain formation. Pregnant women with low DHA have measurably different pregnancy outcomes in the research. Now here's what most supplement companies don't tell you. The ratio matters as much as the total amount. Most cardiovascular trials use a ratio of 2 parts EPA to 1 part DHA, but for cognitive decline prevention, DHA-dominant formulas closer to 1 to 2 show better outcomes in the research. That means the 1,000 milligram label tells you almost nothing. What you need to look at is the EPA and DHA breakdown, listed separately in milligrams. So which one should you be taking? Here's a practical framework. If you have high triglycerides, a history of heart disease, or a family history of cardiovascular problems, choose an EPA-dominant supplement. Look for a formula where EPA makes up at least 60% of the omega-3 content. High-dose EPA, up to 4 grams per day, is what the cardiovascular trials used. Always speak with your doctor before reaching that level. If you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or focused on long-term cognitive health, choose a DHA-dominant supplement. Algae oil is the cleanest option. It bypasses the fish entirely and gives you direct DHA. It's also the right choice for anyone who doesn't eat fish. If you're managing depression or anxiety alongside standard treatment, an EPA-dominant formula has the most clinical backing. Look for a supplement where EPA is at least 60% and the total omega-3 dose is at least 1 gram per day. Again, this complements medical care. It does not replace it. And if you are vegetarian or vegan, skip fish oil entirely. Algae oil is the only option that gives you direct DHA and EPA without animal products. Flaxseed oil, walnuts, and chia seeds give you ALA, a related omega-3, but your body converts very little of it into the EPA and DHA your cells actually use. That means plant sources other than algae are not reliable substitutes. In simple terms, the best omega-3 supplement is the one matched to your specific goal, not the cheapest bottle on the shelf, not the one with the biggest total number. So EPA or DHA?
EPA for your heart, your triglycerides, and your inflammation response. DHA for your brain, your eyes, and your long-term cognitive health. And in most cases, understanding your goal before you buy anything will save you more than it costs. Remember, the information in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting any supplement, particularly if you are pregnant, managing a health condition, or taking medication.